Hello and warm greetings. Time to present you the latest English news from KHURSHID Global Network. The United States are reviewing their options of expelling these forces from Afghanistan. Based on the reports released, Mike Pence, deputy of the United States President, stated that US President Donald Trump does not have a strict decision accordingly. He added that the United States is abide by its strategy for Afghanistan and Asia that has made before, and so many angles and areas are speculated and stated in that strategy specifically for Afghanistan and Asia. In the meantime, World Relations Commission of Afghan Parliament says that the US forces pull out from Afghanistan urgently and without reviewing and thinking so many angles and options in Afghanistan is not actually for the benefit of America and for Afghan people as well. The US Forces High Commander-Chief Miller met with the President Ashraf Ghani in Presidential Palace of Afghanistan. They both spoke out about the United States strategy for Afghanistan, peace process by Afghan leadership and through Afghans in so many different areas, Afghanistan's self-sufficiency program and several other agendas stated in that meeting in between the two high-ranking officials of the Afghan government and the United States. The Alexander Miller yesterday reached Kabul, and he is intended to meet so many other officials in Afghanistan, and his first meeting was with the Afghan president. The Independent Election Commission of Afghanistan stated in a report that the ballot papers of almost 500 polling stations in Kabul province actually are missing, and so many of them were torn out in these stations. So they are asking and requested for the reviewing and recounting of those papers. This institution asked from the Election Complaint Commission that do please recount the ballot papers of these stations as well. But the staff of this commission still are not present to do so. Afghanistan is trying to be part of the SAARC country satellite who are in that partnership. The officials in Ministry of Information and Culture stated that in order to be part of the satellite in the SAARC members countries, they have a kind of negotiation with India, and recently there would be a kind of agreement in between the two sides. Based on the reports released, the officials say that after 2 years, the age of this Afghan satellite, SAT-1, will be ended, and before ending, there should be an advanced satellite for Afghanistan to more give the profit for Afghanistan, especially for the Afghan government. Indian government stated that they did criticize the last speech of the United States President Donald Trump about the presence of Indian officials and Indian helps and cooperation for Afghan government. Based on the reports released, the high-ranking officials in independent and dominated party named Bharatiya Janata, they say that India in last years in Afghanistan did a lot of cooperation and a lot of aids for Afghan people and Afghan government. The Indian government did build a lot of schools, highways, water dams, and even the parliament building of Afghanistan recently. And the Indian people and government are thinking a good life for Afghan people. But recently, the Donald Trump, President of the United States, criticized the presence of India in Afghanistan and say that the Indian made a library, and I don't know who did read these library in that country, but our 5 days expenditure would be same as the billing of the expenses that the India did in Afghanistan. So the India, Pakistan and Russia should be involved in the issues of Afghanistan, especially in the war against the enemies in Afghanistan. Thank you. That was a brief. Have a good night. Bye.